Real hot girl shit. Hey, bitch, I'm a problem, nobody solving. You can keep hating, I'm popping regardless. He wanna be like Megan Thee Stallion, don't want your nigga cause I want his daddy. I like to switch up my style every week, I gotta switch up my hair every day. I ain't no hoe, but I do be on going, I promise my niggas gon' love me the same. I'm a hot girl, don't try it at home, I wear the shit that be showing my thong. I like to...
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, subscribe. I got some good hair videos, installs, reviews, all that. So I did not film an intro like I always do, so you're gonna have to take how it is this time. Okay. We are reinstalling my dark rooted 613 wig that I custom made. And so the first thing I just did was take one of my light oil sprays just to moisturize the hair as I blow dry it, because the hair is damp, and it's damp because I rewash every wig before I reinstall it on myself. So all of that old product don't have to be back into the new install. And also what I'll do is I'll hot comb the hair back before I reinstall it, so none of that old baby hairs and all the little flyaway hairs won't catch the glue as I'm laying it down. So I'm just hot combing it back. I did use my edge booster stick just so it'll be easier to push everything back, and it kind of like grips and grabs everything, so as I'm hot combing it back, it really like pushes every single hair back. So y'all already know this process. I'm not sure, I think I did 3 or 2 layers. I'm pretty sure I did 2 layers though. It's the regular glue process. I always use popsicle sticks. If you new here and you just now watching this video, I suggest you to look at my other detailed tutorials on other installs if you want to see like how I do my wig cap method, or like a very in-depth detailed video on how I do my installs, not only on myself but on my clients too. So of course, as always, I'm using bold hold. Of course, you know, going with how many layers works for you or whatever you want to. Blow dry it down until it turns clear. Don't add any wet layers on top of wet layers, because your wig will not lay down right and it will just be a messy process. So you'll see, I know people say they don't like to lay down their laces with their fingers because their hands be dirty, X, Y, and Z. But I did wash my hands thoroughly, so it was fine for me. Also, I am pushing it down with one of my edge combs, and you'll see certain parts that you would think is extra lace, which I don't suggest anybody to ever cut off extra lace, like, because when you do cut off certain like extra pieces of lace that you would think needs to be cut off, then it's just like, it's always better to have extra lace than less lace, because it's harder to like lay it down, if you know what I mean. Also, those extra pieces, I'm still going to be gluing it down. That's just certain pieces that didn't catch the glue and the glue did not grip on. But of course, I'm still just going to push down with the comb and blow dry the rest that did. And I'm going to go on with touch-ups. Now, I'm going to say this again for the new people. Lace is an illusion. So certain spots, like certain lightings and everything, it might look too light, too dark. Like, you know what I mean? So it will look scalpy. Then I might turn a certain way. It might look white or light. But you will see at the end of the video how the official look looks. I'm just taking my edge comb and I'm pushing down everything. Now, this is a little trick. So to make it lace look extra melted, I will be going in with 2 things you would need is got to be glue holding spray and something called the elastic band for wigs. I suggest everybody to get an elastic band for wigs. Like, it's just differently good. Like, when I tell you this really melts your lace and keep your lace intact, it's really crazy. And the got to be spray literally, like, it's not only to hold down your lace, like, it literally melts your lace differently. And I'm literally just going in with the blow dryer to make sure the hair is extra dry, because we are doing curls and your hair cannot be wet while doing curls. And I know y'all see this. I know y'all see that motherfucking scalp. Like, that shit growing out my motherfucking scalp, okay? Straight out my head. Also, don't mind the spot on my jean jacket. That was the edge booster. And that's honestly what that got to be. That got to be what it does also too. It attacks the glue. So once it attacks the glue, and you might think it's going to lift or it's going to be messy or it's going to like remelt, once you slap that elastic band for wigs on it, bam, everything just melts in place. So I'm just parting out my hair and everything. I'm going back in with my edge booster stick. And then we're going to run the hot comb through everything. The hot comb also helps with melting your lace too. As you can see, the way I was hot combing my hair, I was pushing down. But you want to be very careful when you're working with hot tools up against your clients' faces or yourself, period. You don't want to burn yourself, and you definitely do not want to burn your clients. And I'm just going with a little bit of makeup to fix this part. The flatter the wig, the naturalist. I always like say the flatter the wig, the naturalist. I'm telling y'all, like, your wig should be extra flat. Now, as you can see, as I'm doing my baby hairs, you're gonna see me do a lot is cut with scissors, and I will always literally pluck them, because you might pluck your wig and pull out your baby hairs, and your baby hairs is a little too thick for you personally. So me personally, I like to go in with plucking. There's nothing wrong with going in with touch-ups and plucking and everything. I am not using any type of gel. I'm literally using holding spray, and I'm using the edge booster stick, and I'm using that because I did want my baby hairs to look fluffy, and I feel like that's the best way to get fluffy, that fluffy look, like that fluffy natural look. And the baby hair tutorials on my channel is highly requested. Highly requested. So yeah, going in with a little bit and plucking is definitely not a problem. And now I'm just going in with the hot comb again, just to flatten out everything before I get into styling. Now, I know people will probably think this is tissue. No, this is actually for your edges and everything. Then I'll just go on with putting that on. I put 2 of those on just to have my edges extra laid down, because once I comb them out and they give that fluffy look, it's just gonna all sit perfectly. Y'all clearly seeing how I'm curling my hair. I only pin up the front because I wanted my front curls to look a certain way compared to the back. I kind of like this 2 different curl pattern. Also, when I'm curling the front of my hair, I always curl inwards. So when I comb out my curls backwards with the wand, it gives you that real big bouncy, like bougie curl, like everything. Like it's fire. So I'm gonna get ready to comb these out, and you're gonna see right now. So when you combing out them curls or brushing out the curls, always comb backwards. As you can see, I was feeling myself already. You got the scalp, you got the good curls, like you got everything all in one and a good install. That's a badass bitch. So now I'm about to go back in with the hot comb because I like that push back look, and I'm just gonna do touch-ups real quick. But this is the finishing look. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and like.